Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. All right, we are back. Tom Gresham here. It is Gun Talk. If you want to check out the other things we do, go to guntalk.com. We have TV shows and videos and all sorts of things, other podcasts going on. In fact, this week, starting tomorrow, we start shooting a new TV show. Brand new, just created it. It'll air on the Outdoor Channel, or on Outdoor Channel. They dropped the several years ago. Starts in October. This show is called Build Box, being shot right there in South Louisiana. Different people come in. 3 contestants come in. They're given a box of parts, and they got to build a gun out of them with judges, time limits, and then they go out to the range and shoot them. Going to be very interesting. Going to be very cool. We'll have more details about that as we go along. Also happening in Louisiana, tomorrow, a new law goes into effect which permits, if you will, military veterans to basically have constitutional carry, to be able to carry concealed without going through a permitting process. The author of that bill joins us right now. Jay Morris is a Louisiana state senator. And Jay, this was not your first attempt at getting this. You tried with constitutional carry. That didn't go anywhere. So what was the process and the thought that went into this bill?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me, Tom. I appreciate the opportunity to be on your show. Last year, I was able to successfully pass a bill through the House and the Senate providing constitutional carry for all citizens above the age of 21, as long as they, were not convicted of a violent crime or a felony and not under the influence of drugs, et cetera. Mm-hmm. However, our governor vetoed that legislation, and we attempted for the first time since our Constitution was enacted in 1974. We had a veto override session, and we almost override the governor's veto, but we couldn't quite get the 2/3 vote necessary. So I came back this year with a bill that I hoped the governor would be okay with. Turns out he did sign the bill, and so it became law, and that allows those military veterans 21 and older, also, not under the influence of alcohol or drugs, or not convicted of felonies and the like, can carry a concealed weapon without a permit. And the governor did sign that bill, and he is a veteran himself. He went to West Point, and I didn't know he would sign the bill when I filed it, but did my best to nurture the bill on its way through the process, and ultimately he did sign it. So became the law of Louisiana as of August 1st.
As of tomorrow, August 1st, this happens. In Louisiana, if I remember correctly, if you're a veteran, you can actually have that put on your driver's license if you bring your DD-214 in, provide that information. That way, you could just present your driver's license, and it's got the information on there that you are a veteran. Because if you got stopped by a police officer, it's like, okay, how do I know you're really a veteran?
If you're questioned by a police officer, then you can just show them any military identification or your driver's license that shows that you're a veteran. Of course, if you're in your vehicle, you have the right to carry a concealed weapon within your vehicle, as that is considered a part of your home. So it's not the law is not really necessary just to be in your vehicle. But if you're out of your vehicle walking, you don't have to, take your coat off, because we have open carry in Louisiana, right, as you probably know, Tom. But now, if you're a military veteran, or if you're active military, and by veteran that only includes honorably discharged,
okay,
or anybody but those that are dishonorably discharged.
Gotcha. Let me ask you a question. You're a politician. You know how the system works. There are people I've already run into who said, why are we making an exception? We should just go for all of it. We should just get all of it right now. And I'm trying to explain to them, sometimes in the real world of politics, you got to be okay with getting there in small steps, don't you?
Well, we didn't have a choice. We were not going to be able to get a bill through. I could have filed the same bill that I filed last year, which was constitutional carry for all, and it would have probably passed the House and the Senate again, but it would absolutely have been vetoed by the governor again, and it would not have been overridden again.
Right.
So, I mean, my point is, why do something that is not going to be successful? And this bill, according to what we've learned, is going to apply to 300,000 citizens in Louisiana. So It's not a small thing, and it's going to be meaningful for a lot of people. And, of course, our governor is term limited, and elections are next year, and we fully expect to have a Republican governor. And at that point, we think we'll be able to get constitutional carry all the way through.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm reminded of Texas, who tried to get concealed carry permits. You know, that law passed, and Ann Richards kept vetoing it. And finally, they had to get rid of Ann Richards as governor, and then it went through. So same deal in Louisiana.
Right. And we fully expect that to happen. But meanwhile, our veterans can carry under the terms of that law. And I hate to say it, but that it might be necessary for them to be able to carry to save some lives. You never know. That shooting in Indiana, where tragically 3 people died, but many more could have died had it not been for that young man that stopped the shooter.
Absolutely. In fact, I'm sure you didn't hear it, but the first hour, I had a long conversation with his attorney with some details on that. 22-year-old man who very serious about his concealed carry and had his girlfriend with him, and he stopped the shooter. By stopping him, I'm talking about he shot him and killed him at 40 yards with a handgun in a crowded mall. Amazing act. And, you know, honestly, the more honest people, good people we have carrying, the safer we are. I just have not heard of many, if any, negative incidents in states that have constitutional carry. And we have 26 states now that have full-blown constitutional carry. If there was a problem, we would know about it by now.
I would think we would. And you know what? If somebody is so nutty that they're going to go openly start shooting, innocent people, they're not going to. The fact that we have permitless carry is not going to make a difference to somebody like that. No. And that's what I have to point out time and time again to the naysayers. Like my point is, the nuts are already carrying without a permit. They don't care about the law anyway. Murderers don't care if they don't care enough about the laws against murder. Why are they going to care about the laws against carrying a concealed weapon? It makes no sense. So
it's so obvious on the face of it. You wonder why you even have to explain it to people.
Well, those on the left use like real emotional type arguments, and which, if you dig just slightly below the surface, you see that they just don't hold water. They just
exactly.
don't.
Jay Morris, well done. Good job getting this through. I know you're still working on constitutional carry. We know where the impediment is, where the block is, John Bell Edwards, but he's going to be out in another year. At that point, it will fly right through Louisiana. So well done in getting what you could when you could.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it very much.
Absolutely. You take care. Jay Morris, Louisiana State Senator, got the Veterans Constitutional Carry Law passed, and it goes into effect tomorrow. 866-TALK-GUN. Looking for those range reports. I'm Tom Gresham.